They wanted to understand you. They needed to make sense of what you are. That's the human disease, isn't it? Curiosity dressed up as control. So they did what they always do when they're afraid. They sterilized, they analyzed, they pathologized. They took your blood like it was a riddle with a clear answer. Just another test, just another file. They thought they'd solve you with a centrifuge and a microscope. They sent that blood to a lab, but they didn't stop there. One lab couldn't hold the weight of what you are, so they sent it to 9 separate facilities, some in daylight, some buried underground, all armed with machines worth more than your entire block. They wanted consensus. They wanted science to explain you. But all they got was silence. At first, the reports came back with vague phrases. Unusual composition. Non-typical behavior. Scientific stammering. But as each lab reported in, their words got louder, stranger. Words like unclassifiable, untraceable, genetic anomaly. Then finally, every lab, without talking to each other, used the same word. Inhuman. Not mutated, not diseased, not enhanced. Inhuman. Not one of us. You shattered their categories. You broke their assumptions. You humiliated their data, and it terrified them. Because when science can't explain something, it doesn't admit defeat. It reaches for the cage, for the scalpel, for the weapon. They thought your blood was the mystery. But the real mystery is why it's still flowing, and why it laughs when they try to stop it. They triple-checked everything, every decimal point, every protein sequence, every blinking light on every overpriced machine. They ran controls, repeated the process, blamed contamination, blamed fatigue, blamed each other. Because there's no such thing, no official category for blood that refuses classification. They ran it through AI models, through quantum processors, through algorithms fed with every known human genome since we first crawled out of the dirt. Still nothing. Still inhuman. Your blood broke their logic. It said no to their rules, to evolution, to ancestry. There was no path leading to you. You didn't descend. You didn't adapt. You arrived. Some thought it was synthetic, engineered, maybe alien, maybe divine. Others whispered something worse. Maybe this is the beginning. Because what happens when someone shows up and doesn't fit the tree of life? Not the roots, not the branches, just something else. A new tree, with thorns. And here's the beautiful part. You felt it your whole life, didn't you? You didn't need their data to tell you. You knew in school when you didn't blink at violence. You knew in the dark when the monsters never scared you, they looked familiar. You knew when they said, "You're cold, you're weird, you're broken," but you weren't broken. You were becoming. While they saw chaos, you felt clarity. While they wrote reports, you wrote prophecy. In the way you moved, the way you stared, the way you smiled when others screamed. They called you a mistake in the code. But you're not a bug, you're not an error, you're the rewrite. And no lab report in the world has the ink to describe what's coming next.